Sometimes a woman does not reveal her true intentions right away. She might be polite, charming, even beautiful, and then she asks you a question that feels a little off. And if you're not paying attention, you might miss the red flag until it's too late. Now, some questions come from curiosity, which is normal, but others, they reveal entitlement, manipulation, even disrespect before the relationship has started. So in this video, I'm going to show you 5 questions that if a woman asks you early on, you really need to step back and evaluate who you're dealing with. These are not harmless, they are warning signs. Let's get into it. One of the questions that really scream red flag is when she asks you how much do you make or how much do you earn in a month. Now, this might sound like a normal question. After all, people talk about finances and jobs, right? But if she asks you this early on into that relationship, she's not trying to build connection with you. She's only trying to size up your pocket. She's trying to see if you'll be able to fund her lifestyle. She's trying to see how much money she can get from you or how much affluence or connection she can get from you. Because a woman who is really into you and intends to build a meaningful connection with you will not really care about how much you earn, at least not early on. There is room for building and planning for the future, but if she's just particular about how much you earn from the get-go, then it's a big red flag and you need to run. Hey, my brother, run, because by the time you finish, your bank account will just stay empty, like no jokes. So you need to pay attention. Don't think maybe she's just caring or she wants to know if you're good. No, if she's really into you, the question she should be asking is, where are you headed? What are you even doing with your life? Who are you? She wants to get to know you first before asking how much you earn. But if she's so particular about how much you earn, it means that she's concerned about the money, and that's it. The second question is, what can you do for me? When a woman asks you this question, she's trying to test you, and it's not even in a good way. She's trying to know what she can get out of the relationship. For her, it's purely transactional. She wants to know what she can get. She's not there to build a life with you. She's not there, like I said in the first point, a woman who wants to build a life with you, want to know where you're going to, want to know how she can come into your life and assist you, not asking what you can do for her, because she understands that relationship is about give and take. It's about filling each other's cup in ways that are meaningful, not draining one person and until the person is down and beaten. No. If it's a woman who you intend to take seriously, then she's not in the right state for you to take her seriously, because if she's asking you what can you do for me, it means that she is there purely for the gains. She's not ready to do anything with you, to build anything with you, to be accountable to you, to make sacrifices for you like it is in every typical relationship. She's just there for the taking. So you have to be careful. Sometimes a lot of people are blinded by maybe the superficial things, how charming she is. And the funny thing is that she can say these things jokingly. It's not as if she's serious, but you need to pay attention, because even in the jokes, you find your answers sometimes. So if she's asking, what can you do for me? She's asking, I don't care what you're doing with your life. I don't care who you are, where you're headed, what you do. I just care, what can I get out of this situation? What is in it for me? She's selfish, cares only about herself, and want to know what she wants to just get. Like she want cash out, get. Third question is, are you talking to other women? This screams insecurity, lack of trust, especially when it's early on in a relationship. If you've been seeing this woman for 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, and even beyond, it's a different thing entirely. Okay, if she senses that you're cheating on her, she has every right to ask if you're seeing another woman. But if you've just met her like barely 2 weeks, 1 month, I mean, you're just trying to build something with this person and she's asking you if you're seeing other women. Or maybe, let me give you a typical example. Maybe you go out on a date and you retire back home and you don't text her in 30 minutes or in 1 hour. And the next thing, she calls you and she's blowing hot. Why is it that you didn't call me back immediately as soon as you got home, or you didn't text me immediately? Is it because you're talking to other women, or because you have someone else? Okay, you have someone else you live, all this kind of suspicious talk. It means that she's a woman who is insecure, and trust me, you don't want to deal with all of that drama, because she go bring drama for sure. Another thing it shows is that she's trying to control you. She's trying to be possessive of you. Like you've not even started the relationship yet and she's already marking territories when there is no need for that. Okay, asking you, why didn't you text me? Why didn't you do this? Like, You don't want to be in a situation where you're boxed around and all of that. So a woman who is insecure, does not trust herself, has no trust for anybody, will most likely behave like this. Maybe you intentionally did not even text her, you just want to know how serious she is about the whole relationship. You may probably want to know if she's going to call you first or all of that, only for you to wake up to a bunch of messages or phone calls, or she accusing you of cheating already before the relationship started. Question number 4. Why are you still single? This question here, it sounds a little bit innocent, but there is nothing innocent about that question. Most times when someone asks you that, it can actually go both ways, but for a man, most times when a woman is asking you that question, is like judgment, like criticism. Why are you still single? Is it that nobody has agreed to date you before, or is it that you're that bad at dating, or maybe your behavior is so bad? And if this question is coming early on in the relationship, it's a red flag. Yes, some people might argue this point, but I tell you the truth, a woman who has just met you and is interested in you, the question she's going to be asking you is not why are you still single, because if you were with someone else, would you have met her? Like, think about it. If I meet you as a guy now and I'm really into you, like I like everything about you, you're just ticking off the boxes for me, will I be asking you why you're still single? I'll be happy that you were single at the time I met you so that we can now mingle. Do you get? Next time I'm gonna ask you why are you still single, self? This one self, see babe, I've been waiting. Like, why am I particular about your singleness? I should be happy that you are. Now we can have I have a chance with you, we can have a relationship. Okay, so most times it's a sign of judgment, criticism. Some people are cynical, so you have to be careful. These are subtle signs. These are questions that seem like they are harmless. If you're not paying attention, like I said, you might be missing the red flags until it's too late. Because sometimes what we've come to realize is that some people, when their relationship crashes and they begin to like have a thought, have a rethink, beginning to think about the whole situation from the start. They begin to think, okay, when I met this woman, the first month she did this, the second month this happened. What happens is that they begin to connect the dots. Some things begin to make sense. If she's a woman who is materialistic, cares only purely about your wealth or about your money, what she can get out of you, it begins to make sense. You now remember that, okay, in the first month, you had to buy her a phone because all of a sudden her phone wasn't working anymore. She didn't have a phone. All of a sudden, you had to buy her a phone. You had to pay her rent. All of a sudden, she didn't have sponsors in school. You had to pay her school fees. But in the moment, you might not have realized it until it goes bad completely. So that is why these videos are there for you to, learn one or two things from. If she's particular about why you're single, instead of asking the question, why did you pick me? What are we doing? Where are we headed? What is the future like? What do you think will become of our relationship? Like, what are we doing basically? That should be the question from a woman who is real and wants to build a meaningful relationship with you, not the other way around. Question number 5. Would you date or marry a woman who doesn't cook or clean? She might say this jokingly, but she's fishing. Oh, she's fishing. She wants to know if she can bring zero effort. This is a woman who doesn't understand that relationship is about give and take. It's about doing things for each other, making sacrifices for each other. Those sacrifices might just be cooking sometimes, cleaning sometimes. And she wants to know if you're comfortable being with a woman who is not ready to do any of that. Now, this is somehow because I know that it's not as if it's written on a woman's face that you have to cook and you have to clean, but what it means is that she wants to know if she can just relax, not do anything all through the relationship, and you just do all the work, you just do everything, and it's not a balanced relationship. Because it's simple, whether we accept it or not, relationship is about give and take. And when it comes to a woman, she might not be giving you money, not necessarily, but she's giving you support, moral support when you're on that journey, when you've gone for that interview, encouragement when you're in that project and maybe you're experiencing certain setbacks, praying with you, boosting your morale, telling you things that will motivate you and boost your spirit. This is contribution too. So it might not really be buying you houses or anything. If she has, fine, and gives to you, beautiful. But I mean, if she doesn't bring money or anything, she should be able to bring all of the support, all of the peace of mind. Sometimes you just want someone you can just call up, hey babe, where are you? And just, lean your head on her shoulder, not even say anything, just be there, and you're like, it's quite stressful, but here I have peace. Let me rest a little bit. That is contribution. So a woman who is just fishing to know if she can bring zero effort is a no-no. It's a big red flag. You don't want to be in a relationship where you're just as if you're dragging somebody. You'll be quarreling over things that are not even meaningful, quarreling over things that are so basic. The truth is, real women don't come with demands, they come with value. So much to drop on your table. They ask you questions that build connection, not the ones that test, pressure, or manipulate. So if you hear any of these 5 questions early on in your relationship, do not ignore it, because your peace, your purpose, and your future is way too valuable. Thank you for watching. My name is Wendyzeal, and if this video helped you, hit the like button and subscribe. Also, if you're wondering how real women treat a man, then check out this video right here. I'll see you there.